Make a little fish and vegetable stew. I love fish, I love vegetables, so we're going to combine them today. You're viewing all of the ingredients. Fish stock or courtbouillon, tomatoes, white wine, leeks, garlic, carrots, celery, a white fleshy fish, onion, and the amounts I will give you later. I will now cut everything up and then we'll see that and then we'll begin. I added two more items, cornstarch to slightly thicken the soup. I find that if it's not so watery, it just lays on your tongue a little longer and it's tastier. And a piece of zucchini I found. I diced up all the vegetables. The smallest diced vegetable are the carrots since they take longer to cook. The olive oil's in there. I'm going to start sauteing that. The fish is cut up. As you see the garlic, I like to slice it very thin, but not mince it up. I like to get a piece of garlic in my mouth when I'm having that, whatever dish it is. And I'm saving the zucchini and the fish at the end. The fish takes a few minutes to cook and so does the zucchini. The saffron is kind of hard for me to measure. So a girl like this, see all those threads? What I'm going to do is take a dry knife and chop that up a little. I'm going to throw it on top of the vegetables now that is sauteing. On high heat, everything is in there except the fish. Of course the courtbouillon is not in there, fish stock. And the cornstarch, which is going to be a little paste. And the zucchini, white wine, and I did say fish, correct? Those are the only things that aren't in there. Just to give you a little tip, when you're using saffron and onions, like say you're making rice with saffron and onions, the best way to do it is mince up the onions with the saffron, and you see how the onions turn color, and this way you get the saffron diced up in very small pieces along with the onions, and it just helps the flavor go a long way. I'm going to add the saffron. Don't waste any of these threads of saffron. This is very expensive. This vial cost about $12, but there's quite a bit in here. Actually, what we're making here is a poor man's bouillabaisse. Some of the important items are missing, and some of the important items are in here. I've also added to this the sea salt, which I prefer over the other salts, and the black pepper. Just this in itself is a meal. You could actually take these vegetables and now add rice and have a nice pot of rice pilaf, or saffron rice now it would be called, with these vegetables. Now this is over high heat, and this is going to take 3 to 4 minutes. This is not going to burn. There's so much moisture. First off, the tomatoes, the onions, the leeks, celery, they all give off water. They're not dry. They're not like the carrots. So this is sweating up just fine. I'm not getting the full aroma from the saffron, so I'm just going to add a few more threads right into this mix, because I want to see the yellow color come out on the vegetables. And I also want to smell the aroma of the saffron. So you could say that this dish is $6 worth of saffron. Now that I can smell it already. So the amount that I showed you in the beginning of the saffron, just double it. You know, you could just about add anything that you want. Potatoes in here, take a few red potatoes, Idaho, or whatever kind of potato you like, and slice it paper thin and just throw them in with the vegetables. Now I'm adding the white wine, dry white wine. I'm not using any bay leaves because I had enough bay leaves in the fish stock, which is one of my recipes, which we're using here. So let this cook for a minute or two with the white wine. This is kind of a quick dish too, once you get all the vegetables diced up.